Why are you doing this?
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it.
God.
Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup. God damn it.
Cryogenic sequence.
I'm gonna kill you.
Reinitialized.
We are reaching the end of the memory. Hold on. Try to calm down. Your blood pressure is spiking. I'll have you out of there in 3, 2, 1. Easy there, sweetheart. Easy. I'm so sorry. If I had any idea that we were going to put you through that again, I would have said no.
I will not be recommending this place to my friends.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you, honey. But I know someone who might. His name's Nick Valentine. He's a detective. Works out of Diamond City these days. Oh, if anyone can help you find your missing child, it'll be him.
Thank you to 1 Inch Wonder from the Discord server for suggesting this one. In Fallout 4, we start our playthrough right before the bombs drop, standing in the bathroom, looking in the mirror, and getting ready for a busy day. The pre-war introduction is bittersweet, as I like the mystery of the old world and not knowing exactly how things were before the bombs dropped. Still, it's because of that mystery that the intro in Fallout 4 is so neat. Regardless, as we go through the morning routine, we can chat with our spouse, harass Codsworth, and sit down for some sugar bombs. Still, there are many more things that we can interact with in our home that give some great insight to the backstory of this nuclear family. So let's take a look at everything we can inspect during the pre-war section of Fallout 4.
Hey, hon.
I'll just be a minute.
Abraxo for all your cleaning needs. Another fine product of General Atomics International. Let Codsworth take care of it. Broken again. We really need to get those vacation photos developed. Good old USA. War never changes. Got that right. No need to get dressed twice. Should get this signed next time we're at the park. The glove's a little big right now, but Sean will grow into it. Can't wait to teach him to ride this. Huh. How'd you get on the floor, Mr. Bear? Wonder what Sean will grow up to be. To think, one day he's gonna learn how to drive. He'll either be great at spelling or great at smashing blocks together.
Good morning, sir. Your coffee. 173.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Brewed to perfection. And today's newspaper just delivered.
Thanks, Codsworth.
Of course, sir.
Grognak the Barbarian in the Jungle of the Bat Babies. My favorite. How can someone so small drink so much? Nuka-Cola. Ice cold.
Now sounds like someone made a sticky. I shall attend to young Shaw.
You know, I was nervous at first, but Codsworth's really good with Sean.
Looks like the milk got delivered. Saddle up Salisbury steak, graded A+. Sugar bombs, 100% daily value of sugar. Never find that dog.
Can you get that? It's probably that
More the
salesman.
same.
He comes for you every day.
Bunch of our old holotape recordings. I'm so proud of her.
Grognak the Barbarian and the Jungle of the Bat Babies. Good old US of A. Lot of late nights. It was worth it. I'm so proud of him.
I don't know why he keeps bothering you.
No need to get dressed twice.
Get fucked.
Welcome, dear children of Adam, to this long overdue video that goes over the first half of the Fallout Bible Installment 6. The Fallout Bible series is my attempt to synthesize the information contained in the Fallout Bible that was written over the course of many months by Chris Avallone, who worked on Fallout 2 and later Fallout New Vegas. He put a lot of effort into communicating with fans of the series in the early aughts, and struck out to compile as much information as he could, with the help of fans, focusing specifically on Fallout and Fallout 2, while also giving answers to questions that benefit greatly from his insider experience. This video contains a lot of information and makes for a great listen, but I will do my best to keep the visuals entertaining as well. I'll also be providing context for those that may have not played the early games, so that you don't get lost. Most critically, here to help me is Gray from Gray Gaming, who was kind enough to lend me his time and voice to better help break up the questions and answers. Gray is another Fallout YouTuber that, if you haven't seen his content, you need to check it out, but I'll let Gray explain it himself.
Greetings Adams faithful, and what is up my homies, it is Gray from Gray Gaming here. I've had a ton of fun working on this collab with Rad. He's a stand-up guy and has actually helped me develop a number of skills which has improved the content on my own channel. Over at Gray Gaming we cover a pretty wide variety of Fallout topics, from settlement building in Fallout 4 to general lore and analyses that cover the entire spectrum of the Fallout universe. I'd love to see you over at Gray Gaming, but if that's not your cup of tea, I'll see you back here at Rad King.
I have enormous respect for his settlement crafting abilities and creativity, because my settlement building skills come in two flavors, box and big box. I enjoy his non-settlement specific content as well, like the video about why Fallout 4 is the best Fallout for beginners. Show him some love and check out his channel by clicking the card or checking out the video description. I also want to thank Chris Avallone, who is not here to lend me his talent or voice, but he will show up in a matter of speaking. So turn up the rads, my Fallout Chads, and let's crack open the Fallout Bible. Every installment begins with somewhat of an introduction and prelude, and this one is no exception, and I'll provide a summary. Coming out around July 10th, 2002, Chris starts by giving his own definition of the Fallout Bible, stating that it is just a collection of all the background material and hijinks from Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, compiled into one document. I find that an interesting description, since the Fallout Bible has come to represent something far more authoritative than a collection of background materials and hijinks. He addresses this, however, by saying that the term Bible is misleading, as it isn't supposed to be super authoritative or have religious connotations. But it is a term that he stole from Fallout developer Chris Taylor, who himself stole the name from someone else named Dan Wood. Chris makes a point to lay out what questions he will and won't answer, The things that he will not answer, since according to him, he is busy and he hates us, which we know is a lie. He does nothing all day and is completely enamored with us. And those questions are as follows. He won't give hints or walkthroughs. He won't provide technical assistance with the game. He won't answer questions outside of Fallout and Fallout 2, and that includes the much anticipated Fallout 3. He will also not read fan fiction or fan-created material for Fallout. But Chris, how else are you going to get good ideas? I'm jumping ahead a bit in the Bible, but it's pertinent here. Chris also mentions specific questions that he won't answer, in addition to the generalized ones he just mentioned. The first is,
when is Fallout 3 going to happen? How's Fallout 3 coming along? I heard you guys are working on Fallout 3. When is it due out? Will Fallout 3 be ready by Christmas? Is Fallout 3 contingent on getting the Bible done? Are you guys planning on a sequel to Fallout 2?
Chris's response is, Fallout 3 isn't in production. Fallout 3 isn't contingent on getting the Bible done. The Fallout Bible isn't a marketing ploy. I am compiling this information because it's fun, and because I'm trying to get prepped to release a Fallout pen and paper game for free on the web, and pays to run this stuff by you guys and get your feedback, since 100 extra pairs of eyes and torches never hurts. I swear upon Josh Sawyer's life that I will never answer this question again. If you email me this question, I will not answer it. We all know how much Chris values Josh Sawyer's life, so that last statement doesn't hold a lot of weight. Question 2.
What happened to China, Russia, or any other areas outside of the area explored in Fallouts 1 and 2?
I don't know. To tell you the truth, I really don't care. Since I am an ugly American living in California, I only care about the areas in Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, and possibly any areas close by that have some impact on them. As for the rest of the world, ROW, there's little to nothing on the rest of the world that hasn't been hinted at in the games. This also includes sections of North America and the United States that weren't in Fallout 1 or 2. Anything I would write would be speculation and would require a great deal of research, much more than I can put in on weekends. So it's going to be a while before you see these answers. It's quite possible you may never see these answers. Fleshing out other countries may pigeonhole potential future Fallout titles that would want to make up their own history for the region. I may change my mind later because I'm fickle, but until then, don't send me these questions either. Aw, Chris, don't be so hard on yourself. At least you have a sick jacket. I do think this is a wise approach, and as much as we want to know what happened to areas that aren't mentioned in the game, the only good way to know for sure is to get information from the games, which are the ultimate authority.
What was US and world history like before the timeline included in previous Fallout updates?
No one asked us this yet, but I thought I would cut this question off at the pass. Fallout takes place on a future Earth, in an alternate timeline. I will not be including any information on how and when it diverged. It will remain one of the mysteries of the setting. Just let it be known that it diverged after World War II, and leave it at that. This sentiment reflects an interesting difference between Interplay's take on the Fallout universe and Bethesda. Confirmed pre-World War II events that are contrary to real-world history are very rare in the first Fallouts, but Bethesda doesn't have any issue with coming up with new historical events.
What were the experiments in the other vaults and where are they located?
Answering this might curtail any adventure seeds for the future, so I won't be answering it.
What cities were nuked and which ones weren't?
See answer number 4. If someone is making a game in a section of the Fallout universe, then I'd like to leave them the freedom to say what was nuked and what wasn't. In addition to a list of things he won't answer, Chris has questions that he will answer, or information that he appreciates from his fans. These include suggested material for the Bible, 50s era music, comments on pen and paper roleplay, questions about Fallout events, or good suggestions for source material as Chris was in the process of creating his own pen and paper Fallout adventure. Fallout Bible installment number 5, which is the one that came right before